Turning 50 didn't scare me, but what came with it did. It wasn't the lines on my face or the number on the calendar. It was the stillness. Those quiet moments when I realized I hadn't really been living. I'd just been surviving, going through the motions, carrying the weight of everyone else's expectations. But in that silence, something woke up inside me. Not regret, but awareness. A deep, undeniable truth that it was finally time to live for me. If you're over 40 or reaching 50, you might feel it too. That whisper that says, is this really the life I wanted? Today, I want to share the life lessons I wish I had known at 30. Truths that would have helped me stop living from the expectations of others and start listening to my inner voice. I'll also share 3 powerful realizations that help me prepare for the unpredictable turns of life. Because as Carl Jung said, the journey to wholeness often begins the moment life stops going according to plan. And I want you to be ready when that moment finds you. Stay with me till the end. The takeaway might change how you see the rest of your life.
Part 1, the unseen pressure at 30.
At 30, I thought I had to prove something. Prove that I was good enough. That I could build a career, raise a family, be kind, strong, helpful, everything to everyone. I thought happiness was a goal, a place, something I'd reach when I finally got it right. But at 50, I've learned that happiness isn't a goal. It's a habit. It's what you choose in small moments, every day. Looking back, I realize I ignored my gut feelings. I stayed in places too long. I worked jobs I didn't love. I kept friends who didn't respect me. I kept smiling, but I was tired, deep down. The damage done to us in childhood cannot be undone, but we can learn to understand it. That truth hit me hard. I didn't even know I was still acting from childhood wounds, but I was, like needing approval, fearing failure, avoiding conflict. Part 2, top 3 realizations that changed my life. Let me share the 3 biggest realizations I had after 50. These helped me prepare not just for aging, but for living deeply and honestly. Realization 1. Peace is more important than people-pleasing. I used to say yes just to avoid guilt. I thought saying no made me selfish. But guess what? Saying yes to everyone made me say no to myself. Now, I've learned it's not rude to have boundaries. It's healthy, and people who truly care will respect them. Jung warned that when we betray our true selves to avoid conflict, we suppress our shadow, the parts of us that hold truth, anger, passion, even boundaries. Peace doesn't come from avoidance. It comes from integration. Before we go for realization number 2, stay till the end of this video. As we discuss whether you're single or married at 50, the part 5 and 6 could shift the way you see your life moving forward. So many of us define ourselves by our finances and relationship status without realizing how much it shapes our peace, our choices, even our self-worth. But here's the truth. This has nothing to do with labels, and everything to do with how you're living inside that label. So stay tuned, because what I'm about to say might be exactly what your heart has been waiting to hear. So here's the continuation for realization 2. The body keeps score even when your mind forgets. I didn't understand why certain memories, smells, or songs made me anxious. It's because the body remembers pain even if we move on. Jung deeply explored how the unconscious holds repressed emotions. You can enhance this with... Jung believed the unconscious isn't just a place of darkness, it's where wisdom sleeps. Every unexplained fear, every irrational reaction, it's your inner self trying to be heard. So if you find yourself reacting strongly to little things, pause. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Trace it gently. Healing begins with honesty. Realization 3. The future is unknown, but we can still prepare. Life has a way of surprising us. Health issues, loss, retirement, changes in relationships. I used to feel scared about the unknown. Now I focus on building emotional strength, not control. Preparation is not about knowing what will happen. It's about being emotionally grounded enough to face anything. That means practicing forgiveness, letting go of the past, and building healthy routines before life forces change. Part 3, how to prepare for the future surprises. So, how do we prepare for the future, especially after 50? Start by asking yourself, what parts of my life feel heavy right now? Is it a job, a relationship, a habit? You don't have to fix everything overnight, but you can begin by being honest. Write things down. Journal your thoughts. Talk to people who really listen. Give yourself permission to grow, even if others don't understand it. Make peace with not having all the answers. Let that be your power. Also, start caring for your body not because you fear aging, but because you finally love yourself enough to treat your health with respect. And most importantly, stop waiting for life to be perfect before you start enjoying it. Life will always be messy, but your joy doesn't have to wait.
Part 4. Stay for this takeaway. What you needed to hear.
Here's what I wish someone told me at 30. Be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Toxic people can drain your energy and sabotage your peace without you even realizing it. If you're constantly around negative mindsets, your life is more likely to reflect stress, confusion, and emotional struggle. But when you choose to be with people who support personal growth, emotional healing, and forward thinking, you'll naturally start to rise with them. Remember, your emotional peace and future stability depend on you, so take full responsibility for your environment, even if it means letting go of what's holding you back. This is what Jung meant when he said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." The second half of life isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more by shedding who we're not. Part 5, the money realization that hits at 50. And while we're being honest about life at 50, we have to talk about money. This is one of the hardest truths I had to face. I wish I had saved more, not for luxury, but for freedom. In my 30s and 40s, I thought saving was something I could get to later. I told myself once I make more, I'll save more. But the truth is, life always finds a way to take that extra. Emergencies, family, guilt spending, trying to impress people. But at 50, the way I look at money has changed. It's not just numbers, it's not just retirement, it's security, it's dignity, it's the ability to say no to toxic situations because you're not financially trapped. Now, I see saving money differently. It's not about being cheap. It's about building a future where you're not afraid, where you don't have to depend on anyone else just to survive. So whether you're single or married, please hear this. Your future self is counting on you. Start saving today, not just for retirement, but so your future self can depend on you, not anyone else. Financial peace isn't about being rich. It's about knowing you won't have to beg, borrow, or settle just to survive later. Even small steps matter. Every dollar saved is a small act of love toward the future version of you. Part 6, on being single or married at 50. Whether you're waking up next to someone or waking up alone, here's what I want you to know. Your value does not depend on your relationship status. If you're single, society might make you feel like you're missing something, but you're not. You are whole right now. You have space to grow, to breathe, to rediscover who you are without needing to shrink for anyone else. Use this season to choose yourself every day. Learn what brings you peace without apology. And if you're married, especially after years together, don't forget to check in with your own soul. Sometimes we lose ourselves in routines, in roles, wife, husband, caretaker, provider, but you are more than the title. You deserve joy too. You're allowed to evolve, even within commitment. Because whether you're partnered or not, the real relationship that shapes your future is the one you have with yourself. At 50, it's not about choosing the right person. It's about choosing the right peace. And peace comes when you stop trying to live by other people's rules and start honoring your own truth. So if you're over 40 or reaching 50 and you're feeling the whisper that says, "Is this really the life I wanted?" Don't panic. That whisper isn't a crisis. It's a call from your soul to begin the second half of life, not by surviving, but by finally becoming you. If anything in this video felt true to your heart, please like this video. It helps more people see it. And if you want more stories, reflections, and gentle reminders like this, subscribe to Wisdom Finds. We're building a space here for those of us who've lived long enough to be honest and kind enough to keep learning. Until next time, be gentle with your past and curious about your future. You never know. The best years of your life might just be waiting around the next corner. Thanks for watching.